Hey, welcome to Seth's Tone Zone here at Alvas Music. This week, I'm going to be doing I guess it's more of a review or just demonstration of kind of the ultimate flanger pedal from EarthQuaker devices. There's a lot of videos on this pedal already. It's very popular. It just came out, but I thought I'd show you that it's available here. You can come get it. It's been waiting to get bought. So this is the Pyramids, and it's basically the craziest flanger I've ever tried in my life. I had to really read the manual on this book to just give you the basics. It's kind of like the knob tweaker's dweem. It's the dweem of the... Anyway, sound like the Princess Bride over here. Maui! Anyway, basically, I'll go over the controls really quick. You have, let's see, it says manual, but what it means by manual, it's actually there's delay time control of the flange effect itself. It's kind of like pre-delay. It's kind of hard to explain, but it just does a lot of cool things. Your basic rate and width, overall mix control of the waveform of the flange there. I'm burping as I say that. A feedback which controls the amount of craziness that that the wave and stuff does. And a modify button is, on most settings, is basically like a high pass filter, so you can kind of get cool tone. It's like a tone knob basically. And there's this cool rate and tap. So it has slow, normal, and fast. So basically, even though it's tap tempo here by this button here, it does, you can kind of set it to a slow setting and then tap, and it'll come out slower rates. And then a normal, which in between there, and then a super fast. Even though you can tap your tempo with it, it's kind of crazy. At first, I was really confused by it, and then I finally read up on it, or I saw another guy's video and was like, oh, okay, that's what that thing does. It's also a trigger button, and what that is, on a certain kind of flange effect, you can bring in the actual wave flange really quickly by holding down this button. It's pressure sensitive, which is really cool. I'll show you an example of that later, what that trigger does. And of course, activate is just your basic bypass on and off. Over here we have, it also has expression out, and it's a true stereo flanger, even though we're running it in mono today. It has this thing, it says live, and then there's 5 presets they already pre-program into the pedal. You can change them if you want. We're not going to do that, but I'll show you those presets. And then when you have it on live, it's basically what you're playing already right now. And then over here, you have all your different kinds of flange. We have classic, I think it's called True Zero. I have all the abbreviations here, so I'm trying to remember. There's like the trigger up and down. So basically the wave is going down. You'll hear it when I play it. There's a crazy step mode. And then there's the craziest, which is random. It'll just do random crazy things. I should probably look up the abbreviations on those other two. I'm trying to remember them off my hand here. But basically, classic. We're going to start with that. I don't know if anybody's ever tried a flange before. I've never been a giant flange fan. But if there's ever a flanger I liked, it's definitely this pedal. I mean, I don't use flange very much. I feel like it's super 80s. It can do, or 70s really, that jet original, like, you know, sounds like a jet taking off and landing kind of sound that everybody knows them for. But it does so much more. So I'm going to get into it. I'm going to be twisting a lot of knobs as I play. Probably not talking as much and just playing. But first, today I'm playing American Professional Jazzmaster in a really cool Mystic Seafoam Green. I'm sorry, is it metallic? No, Mystic Seafoam Green. Nice maple neck. We've had it here for a while. It's a great guitar. I just thought, I'll play it today, you know. And this week we're going through a different Victory amp. This is the Victory RD1, Rob Chapman signature from Chapman Guitars. It's basically, they have another one called the BD1 that we have up there. It's a one-channel kind of do everything amp, basic, real basic. All it has is a gain, a contour, a master, a deep switch, and a bright switch. And it's just one channel. And I have it set as clean as possible. It's still going to be a little dirty. I thought This will be cool. I'm going through a Victory matching in the red. 212 cab, 2 Celestian Vintage 30s being mic'd up by an SM57 by Shure. And here is my clean tone, or my cleanest tone. It's got a little bit of grit behind it, but I kind of like it for this. So, all right, I'm just going to have everything set at noon here and start messing around, and I'll show you. This is classic. So when you have everything at noon, you're not going to hear much. Just going to mess. There's that jet sound. It gets pretty crazy. There you go. So that's in a normal setting. I'm gonna show you in the slow setting, even just when I activate it, what it does. Sounds like an air raid in here. Alright, that's some of the classic here. This is called True Zero. Let's try some fast setting. This thing's crazy. There's so much tweakability. You can get some great classic sounds too, like, of course I can't play that dang Police song, but classic Police kind of thing. I kind of wish somebody else was tweaking these knobs as I played, but it's the best I can do right now. But it's pretty cool. I feel like with the feedback knob, the more you turn it up, it just kind of gets really crazy. I'm more of a subtle effects guy, but could be wrong about that one actually. Let's try this next one here. Like I said, BPU. I'm trying to remember. Something up. Oh, I know what it is now. Okay. Barber pole. That's it. Okay, barber pole up. And what that is this. Now I remember. See, I did research. I swear to God I did research. Basically, most flange waves have a beginning and an end, and it kind of gets repetitive. And that's one of the things I never liked about flanges. It gets so repetitive. Whether the wave is going down or it's coming up. So, okay, anyway, up and down. Basically, This one kind of starts and it never really finishes, so it kind of gives like an illusion that it's going through its cycle. I'll try to convey that here.
So almost like a barber pole that's always spinning and always spinning, right? Like,
look at this guy. He's reading into things. He's not just the ugly man behind the camera. He reads it. Well, that's all he has. See, he can't go out, so we just give him manuals and he reads them, I guess. So, okay. Yeah, barber. That's a really good. You gotta tweak a lot of knobs to get it to do stuff. I'm not hearing that wave, so I'm just trying to find it. I should probably just play. Just trying to like make it go nuts, but. Filter, you can really hear it. This is going down now. So the next feature here is probably my favorite of the pedal. It's trigger up and trigger down. And what that means is as you play it, the harder you play manually on here is where you hear that flange come through. If you play real subtle, you don't really hear it. It's kind of cool. It's like a really cool effect. And that's what this trigger button does if you really want to get into it. You hold it down. It's pressure sensitive when you want it to really come through. So you don't have to change your playing dynamics that way. So it's two ways to do it. Let's get it in like a middle setting here. So here we go. I'm going to play really soft as I can here. Good. So you heard that. It's pretty cool. I think that's really cool. I'll do it in the next one too. So if you don't want to do that, the only way I can really do this, just me, is kind of play some Metallica here. That's pretty cool. I like that a lot. Alright, I can do that all day. Anyway, that's really cool. Okay, next mode is called, it's so little, I can barely read it, Step. This thing's really cool. I have to really mess with it to get it to work right, but bear with me, I'll get it to sound cool. I feel like I'm playing a Nintendo. Whoa. There it goes. It's stepping up. You can just hear it in that repeat. That doubles. It's almost like wah-ish. It has that cool. That's just nuts. I mean, I'm not a great player for a pedal like this, but you guys can use your imaginations. So, all right, this is random, last mode, and I'll show you real quick. I don't even know what it's doing. It's just getting crazy. Sorry, I got lost there. That was kind of cool. I felt like I was in Radiohead or something. I don't know. Anyway, seems like something he would like. Well, let me just really quickly, show you the presets here that are built in. That's why I got all... Anyway, that's the pyramids. There's so much more to it. Please come down, try it yourself, and play better than me. So, but thanks for joining me this week. Not sure what I'm doing next week yet. I'm still kind of getting it together. I got ideas, but any suggestions, please let me know. I had a couple suggestions from a different guy, so let me know. And don't be mean. Don't be like, oh, don't play anymore. Come on. Let's be realistic here. Let's be realistic. See, that's the only time I'm going to ever say anything bad back. I got to do something. Okay. Anyway, thanks for joining me this week, and we'll see you next week on Seth's Tone Zone.